Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man Network Transmission. In the last part, we finished off Starman, and now we have access to the Zero account proper. But before we do that, we're going to come back here and take care of Starman to get his Navi chip as well as grind that out. And a jump cut coming out. Starman's boss fight in the Net Battle Simulator can be a little more annoying because of the unpredictability of his teleporting and especially him raining down the meteors on you. Because especially if that hits you later on in the fight, that can be devastating for your busting rank to get that chip over and over again. Although it's not a bad idea just to mess up a couple times here and there in order to get some star arrows as well. Because like I mentioned last time, the star arrow battle chip does function like the arrow ability that Mega Man gets in, I believe that's Classic 5 or Classic 4, actually. No, that's 4, because it's the same game as The Wire. Because you can use that not only as a decent damaging attack, but you can jump on top of the arrow and use it to soar over a lot of level design. In fact, there's one place you technically need to do that if you don't have the double jump battle chip. It's like the only other attack that technically has mobility in the game. So, Starman's own battle chip is pretty self-explanatory. It's the meteor rain that he does in the battle. Not the full, like, oh my god, overwhelming amount, just a couple that rain down. It can do decent spread damage, but there's better Navi chips. And here's what our library is looking like at this point. We are at 101 out of 137 battle chips. And a lot of the ones we're missing are actually already in levels we've been to, I just haven't gone back to get them yet. And after some stuff, and after the grinding, here's what we're looking like in terms of our Folger's current setup. A lot of our battle chips are maxed out because, well, they're ones I like to max out otherwise. As usual, though, make sure to stock up on the lockers. You're going to need 2 for this upcoming level. Though, again, it's always safe to have at least 3 of them around, on average. But now it's time for us to not jump cut over towards where Starman's level was, because there's something we have to take care of first. You might remember there's that yellow mystery data below us right now. It's time we finally go grab that. I mentioned that one earlier in the LP when we were first on our way to Swordman stage, basically. This is the latest you can grab it, essentially, without going into the Zero account itself, and I want to do that now. Not too long of a trek, thankfully. In fact, despite my prior stated distaste for how much they make you trek through Global Area 3 in this part of the game, period, they're at least smart enough to make it one of the shortest internet areas in the game to compensate for that. And even then, between where we got a blue mystery data down here before and that golden mystery data, is only like a single platforming section of rotating platforms over spikes. The exact same rotating platforms even from the top route of no gravity area 2. And even then, if you have double jump, you can technically ignore a lot of this. Just the final jump onto the ladder is probably a little bit awkward at that point. And they just put a simple metar between you and it. Here we got... Huh? What's this? It looks like a source file. Sauce file? What kind of sauce? Tabasco sauce? Lan, I said source. It's program data before it starts functioning. Ah, I knew that. So, what's this source all about? Sorry, it's some kind of specialized program. I can't figure it out. This isn't right. I know, I bet my dad can figure it out. Okay, let's send the data to my dad. Gotcha. Okay, I sent it. Good. Let's look somewhere else now. And now we're good to head into the next actual stage, and to do that, we're just going to do a quick jack out, jack back in, and head our way all the way towards the right on the top path now, because now we have Starman's link code, which is link code Z. G. Link code Z, Zero account. I wonder what the next level is. Also, coming up, there's actually a bit of a dickish jump, and there's a couple of instances the game wants you to do this. It's usually for optional stuff, though. They want you to slide under this platform I just slide under, and then jump at the last frame in order to actually reach the platform with the teleporter. It's a little tight, but double jump just lets you ignore that. With that said, with very little fanfare, actually, welcome to the Zero account. I love the way this place looks. The music here is also really nice. The big thing with the enemies in here is that they're all really strong. You got Can Devil 2s that have the Candle 2 battle chip, you got Fishy 2s who have Burner, but you also have all 4 of the Megalian variants, and because of that, I can actively recommend just bringing in high damage chips of every element to take care of their auras as fast as you can. You also got blasters, but there's one enemy also that's only I think in like 2 parts of the level. There are Popper 3s. They not only have the 3-way battle chip and barrier, they have drop down, which is the second best version of the Invis battle chip in the entire game for how long it lasts. And honestly, casually speaking, if you're not a completionist who's going for every chip in the library, it's actually the highest tier of that I can recommend using. Because the final tier is much better, but it's not exactly worth going for in comparison. So over here to the left, we have a platforming section. You can use double jump to get through. But what you're actually meant to do here in order to get this purple mystery data and the ones beyond it is use dash. Because the thing is about dash, like I've said, when you use it, you're invincible. That also counts spikes, so you can just completely slide through them here. Over here we got EX code hit 2. There are 3 of these in the game. We already got the first one. So let's show off this one. Also, that doesn't show up in your recently gotten items. That's only in the key items folder. Extra code hint. Area with roll, repair on continuous spikes area. What does that mean? Well, I'll find out later on. Honestly, though, the 0 count itself when it comes to platforming isn't that bad of a level. I'd actually say it's even a little easy. The main difficulty here outside of the boss fight comes from the viruses, and even then it's mostly just the Megalians. Also, I should note, this does make this the best spot in the game to get all of the aura chips. Aqua, Elec, Fire, and Wood aura are all very easy to get here. The hardest one to get is Elec aura, and that's only because there's, I think, exactly one Elec aura Megalian here, and it's at the very end of the level before the boss fight. Also, something I haven't quite noted throughout this LP thus far, I like to usually note the voice actors that play the characters in the game itself. I haven't done that much this LP because, by and large, every voice actor in this game is the same one from the anime. Like, Megaman here is Akiko Kimura, who is Iris in Outlaw Star, Koji in the Japanese version of Transformers RID 2000, and I think like her most prevalent role outside of that is a character from Tales of Innocence. The only voice actor that's like new for this game are the ones that are Metnabbies that are only really in this game by and large, because even some of them were in the anime at the time via like access and all that. In fact, for instance, the upcoming boss fight is voiced by a very particular voice actor, Hidenari Ugaki, who was the original voice for Donatello in the 80s series on the Japanese audio track. And he stuck with that character for a good while, but nowadays, basically everyone would know him as the voice actor for Goro Majima in the Like a Dragon / Yakuza games. Other examples, Gutsman is Yoshimitsu Shimoyama, who is, I think, Alzak in Fairy Tail. Lan is Kumiko Higa, who is, and this is a very personal thing for me, she was Ginta in Mayor, a series I adored as a kid. Roll, I think, is Masako Joe, who is Ingrid in Street Fighter Alpha 3. A lot of character actors that have been doing stuff for a while, even if some of them aren't as active as they used to be. So the thing with the 0 count is, it's honestly not a very long level, especially if you just hightail it to the boss fight. Most of its length comes from going here and there to grab items, especially if you're doing precision platforming over spikes here and there. Also, this place right here next to this HP memory is actually where I like to grind for pop-up chips, because this Popper 3 is in a very advantageous position, but we also want to go beyond it because there is another item just to its right. Just don't be like me on most playthroughs and just try to jump straight from the other item over to the boss area, because the boss teleport is actually like directly below us right now, but it's below us and to the left. I think you're not safe until you're like right about here. If you jump all the way to the right, you're falling into a pit, but I'm grinding right here to get drop down just to note where it is, because I really recommend getting that ship, especially if you're trying to go for every boss fight. Having that one is very handy. So something I do here from memory is I go in front of the boss area, but then I jump cut to another jack-in attempt when I had more ammo to try and take out the Elec Aura Megalian, because there's one right there, and come back with a more fully charged up folder, because I did use a lot trying to get some stuff along the way. And then I immediately showcase the actual set of chips I'm going to be using during the boss fight. And this is arguably a boss fight that you want to jack out before going into anyway, and doing another save if you've got all the items around here. Because for one thing, it takes a lot of time to redo things around here. But also, You want your best setup possible going into this fight. I'd argue this is the hardest fight in the game. And to help with that, I'm bringing in one of the best program advances in the game, and one of the most traditional in the series. Cannon, high cannon, end cannon in a row is Zeta Cannon. You're invincible for a short period. It can spam cannons for 100 damage each. It's absurdly powerful. Also, again, I do recommend going in with as high of an MP count as you can get, because going in and not being able to use any of your high damage battle chips is a poor decision. Alright, here we go.
Zero.
So that's Zero? But he just looks like a Navi. He seems just like any other Navi with the same heart and mind.
Starman, is that you? Oh, it's you. Megaman. You beat Starman, didn't you? Finally. To actually meet you.
What? You know who I am?
Oh yes, I know about you, Megaman. And about your operator, Lan Hikari.
Who the heck are you?
My name is Zero, and I am a cursed virus.
I've never heard of a talking virus before.
All the Zero viruses spread throughout the cyberworld are my eyes and ears, transmitting info. At first, all I did was spy and gather info. Somehow, I don't know exactly when, but I gained a soul.
You evolved? A virus? A virus with a soul.
You are warriors fighting for peace in the cyberworlds. I, on the other hand, spread evil by simply existing. So you must be here to delete, that is, bust me, right? But I have no plans to disappear just yet. I'm ready to fight you.
Wait, you're... We have no choice. Mega Man, battle routine set. Execute. I love this design for Zero. And he has easily the best battle theme in the game, goddamn, but he is a rough fight. So his big thing is counterattacking. If you attack him, puts up a shield and will teleport behind you, nothing personnel you kid, and hit you for a good 100 damage each shot or so. He can just slash with his saber outright, but he can also do an upward slash that he can then occasionally follow up with a downward spinning strike that's pretty hard to dodge. But easily the worst attack he has, I believe, is called Phantom Zero, from what I remember looking at the wiki before doing this recording. He'll teleport to the either extreme side of the screen, become invincible, and then do several high damage shockwaves in a row that you cannot dodge unless you use an Invis-type battleship of some sort. Zeta Cannon goes a long way with that.
Your power's beyond specifications. So this is the force that beat World 3. What is it? The power of friendship? Friendship. It's a feeling I've never experienced before, but I think I understand it. Well, you beat me. Go ahead. Kill me.
Zero, you...
You know, I didn't ask to be born as a virus. But I want to know one thing. This world where I was born and its people. And you, the humans and Navis. You see me as evil incarnate. Spreading poison, so there's nothing to be concerned about. It's just the way it is.
Lan, I think I understand how Zero feels. Zero ain't all bad after all.
Don't be a fool, Mega Man.
Proto Man, you're alright?
Lan, think rationally. This is a heinous, evolving virus.
If you don't finish it off, there's no telling how much damage it'll do. But...
If you won't do it, I will. Get out of the way.
Sorry, Zero. Wait, Lan, Megaman. Dad? I've been listening in. There's no need to delete the Zero virus. You sent me a mystery data, remember that? That was Zero's source file left by Wily. A blueprint, you see. Now that I've fully analyzed it, I can seal in the Zero virus function. So if you do that, Zero will become just another Navi. No deleting! Alright, isn't that great, Zero?
I don't understand. Why do you want to do this for me?
Yeah, I don't get it either, but that's the way the lands think. You know it. I bet you really do understand, Chad.
Not really. I'm just tired of this whole thing.
Alright, Zero, I'm gonna transmit you to the Scilab's computer.
Okay.
Mr. Chad, sir. What is it, Proto-Man? What? This is... I can sense... Dad? What the... The entire cyber world just shook. Oh, look and despair. Where is he? Look out. He's the one who controls this entire account. Who are you? I'm the one that used to call Professor of World 3 Leadership. I took over after Wily to revive the life virus. The life virus? You're insane. What the... That means... That's right. I called Zero forth after Wily froze him and made Starman distribute a fake vaccine to hack all net navies. You're the real criminal! While you were busy fighting the hacked navies and the Zero virus, I took the money from the vaccine sales to revive the life virus. What are you trying to do? I'm about to start hacking into military computers around the world. The world's final war is about to begin. I'll blast human civilization to bits for Wily's principles. Not if I stop you. What do you think a worm like you can do? Squirm? Oh no, the cyber world's shaking is getting worse. This is too dangerous. Proto-Man, jack out. Megaman, jack out. Oh dear. Dad, we've got to tell everyone about the life virus coming back. There's no need. I just verified it. That guy who calls himself Professor just announced his crimes to the whole world. He made an announcement? Yes, he announced that he's going to use the life virus to control all military computers around the world and fire off missiles everywhere. That's horrible. We've got to do something. Leaders from around the world are engaged in frantic negotiations now. But if he's trying to destroy the current world just like Wily, then I think the negotiations are futile. They can only buy us some time. Dr. Hikari, this problem is more than the center can handle without your help. Chad? Okay, I'll go to the center too. Lan, I have to go. We don't know where the life virus or Professor are. Gotta hurry. Yeah. Lan, what's wrong? Megaman, you know how strong that life virus is. The only reason we beat it last time was because we had hub.batch. If we didn't have that, we would have lost. Lan. I don't want to seem pessimistic, but... Do you really think we can win at our current level? Huh? Phone? Hey, Lan! What's wrong with you? Dex. Don't ask. Well, anyway, listen up. Gutsman's back to normal at last. So I'm gonna go look for the life virus, too. You're going too, right? If you are, let's share some information. Wait, Dex, even if we find the life virus, do you really think we can beat it with just Mega Man and Guts Man? I kinda don't think so. Don't be stupid. Lan, what are you afraid of? You're not the only one who's scared here, you know. We all are. I bet even Chad's scared. We don't have time to be scared now. Chad too? Alright, so hurry up and get ready. I'm going on ahead. Later. Dex was trying to encourage you, Lan. Mega Man, let's go. Lan! How frustrating to have to be encouraged by Dex! Everyone's doing their best now, and I don't want to lose to Chad. We can beat that life virus ourselves. You know it. That's the Lan I know. Alright, first we gotta find a clue as to where the life virus is. While the email jingle goes off, I should note, by the way, the song that's playing right now is an instrumental version of the anime's first opening in Japan, Kaze wo Tsuki no Kete, and I love this song dearly. The vocal version is definitely better, but this is damn good. Let's check that email. We got 3 to read. Let's start off by reading off what Higsby has to say about the professor. Huh, we're in a bit of a pickle now, aren't we, huh? I can't believe that professor's doing this. I met him a couple times when I was in World 3, huh? He really looked up to Professor Wily and he was his assistant for a long time, huh? After World 3 was destroyed, he's been seen in the Undernet a few times. Odds are he's been using the Undernet as a base of operations, huh? Gotcha. I bet that life virus thing is hiding somewhere in the Undernet. There's only one place where data of that size can hide without being found. You know the place? That Navi at the entrance to the Undernet won't let anyone in. He even told Glide the other day, "No way let a fancy Navi like you in." So if you see him, be as crude as you can be. Gotcha. And now for this one. Thanks to Dr. Hikari, I'm a real Navi now, not just a virus. So thanks, you guys. I don't know what to say, really. But the guy who awakened me and used me, the professor, his schemes are not over. Lan Hikari, Mega Man, if you plan to fight this man, I'll lend you my power. This Z-Saber that I wield, now it belongs to you. And thus we get the Zero battle chip, and we got a battle chip during the battle as well. That is the Z-Saber chip. If you didn't get that mystery data in Global Area 3, you would not get this battle chip. In fact, there's an entirely different cutscene that we'll show off next time. But with that, I'm gonna need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 11, we're heading towards the Undernet, I guess. See you guys then!